Watch fingers, Sean. Upper fist.
Damn.
It's just another element that makes it exciting to watch because the guy's technique and style is spectacular.
Sean O'Malley, Thomas Almeida in the bantamweight division. O'Malley is in green. And
Do you think UFC is going to let me post this on YouTube?
And that foot injury.
My reaction?
That he
Please, UFC?
in
Let
the
me?
defeat where I had an
Real
interview
quick?
when he was
I
on his
literally
back.
pay for
It's a
every
very
pay-per-view
difficult
event.
one to
Come
come
on.
back from,
It's only
and
fair.
oftentimes reoccurs.
Yes, that Liz Frank foot injury, is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Whatever it's called.
Yeah. Okay, well, and
Saw somebody call Sean O'Malley the Rainbow Tornado.
I think the Cheeto Vera fight was all
it didn't
Vera.
sound as
I
good
really
when I
do.
said it out
I think
loud.
it was all that
It sounded
calf
nice
kick.
in my head.
We've seen it happen so many times before. We saw it with Michael
Or when I
Chandler
read
in
it.
Bellator. Your leg just goes.
I think it was in the
numb.
pocket.
Yeah, that perennial nerve.
Yes.
Right? There you go.
And he just got kicked there, right there. Ooh. And he returned fire.
But him fighting southpaw alleviates some of that, the possibilities of Almeida landing those outside kicks. Look at all these feints that he's throwing at him, trying to set him up. Let's see if he takes advantage of him when he gets Almeida biting.
Well, he's so tall and long for this
He's
division,
talking.
too. And with, like, legit one-shot knockout power. And really creative, too.
Oh, nice kick there by O'Malley.
Thomas Almeida looks a little hesitant. And that's a lot of trying to deal with the distance and the length of O'Malley. And also just how creative he is in there. He's a hard guy to figure out. Like, look at that.
Oh, I think that kick might have hurt him a little bit.
Spinning back kick to the
Spinning back
body.
kick, right underneath the elbow. And O'Malley, it does limit the chances of you getting clipped if he's fighting southpaw, but O'Malley's best punch is the right hand. And he wants to drop that right hand on him, so he might need to go conventional, because you remember the way he got Eddie. And he wants clipped if he's fighting. It does limit the chances of you getting clipped if he's fighting southpaw, but O'Malley's best punch is the right hand. And he wants to drop that right hand on him, so he might need to go conventional, because you remember the way he got Eddie Wineland. I mean, that right hand was nasty.
And the way he set it up, faking the uppercut.
Under 3 minutes here to go in round one. O'Malley certainly had high praise for the legitimate skill set of Thomas Almeida. He said, I've got to be sharp and focused. Pretty sharp early is O'Malley.
And he can get to Almeida so much further away than Almeida can get to him. He does such a good job of managing the space, never allowing Almeida to fight him at his range.
Beautiful front kick. He does such a good job of mixing his attack up, so you really don't know what's coming.
Almeida needs to close the distance.
Oh!
I cannot believe he's still standing.
Oh, and a follow-up left hand. Fight continues. Almeida back up, but for how long?
I cannot believe Thomas Almeida is still standing up right now. Oh!
Another right hand for O'Malley, who hesitated briefly a moment ago.
Well, he thought it was over. He really did, but it's not. Thomas Almeida is still there.
Oh, my goodness. But then he just took another left hand.
You know, if this fight goes longer, Sugar is going to really wonder about his decision to walk away there when Almeida was hurt.
I heard him bad, but I got to tell you something, man. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody take a kick that clean and is just standing, or even didn't just go out completely. That's crazy. Yeah, massive mistake by O'Malley,
Huge
sure.
mistake.
But massive mistake. But, man, the chin of Thomas Almeida is crazy.
Very impressive.
He
but
ducked
now
into
what
that kick,
happens
too.
if Almeida lands a low calf kick and makes his
Nice.
victim again?
Oh, it's a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake. He thought the fight was over.
I mean, I don't know how tall Almeida is.
Man.
Well, he wants those style points.
Right. Forget about the walk-off, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is, right? It's about trying to create those moments. You can't create those moments. You got to finish the fights.
Oh, his head go back.
Now Almeida miraculously seems to be back, which is insane.
And there's the weird psychological letdown. You know, you think you got to walk off KO, and now minutes later, you're still fighting.
You're absolutely right, Joe.
Oh,
another head kick. Almeida able to eat it somehow.
And another. But Almeida you know,
kicks
hands
so
up
damn
high,
fast.
classic defense. At least some of those shots are getting partially deflected.
Nice connection by Almeida with the right hand.
But even watching, right? You watch some of the difficulties that come with fighting Sean O'Malley. The movement.
He's hard to
The
hit
traps
and
that he
not get
sets,
hit by.
The ability to evade and
That's
avoid
what's difficult.
a lot of the strikes coming in his direction.
So Almeida will make it to the stool.
And here we see the highlights from round one. Here's that beautiful front kick up the middle by O'Malley. There's a spinning back kick, glanced off the body. And there's a low calf kick. Now let's take a look at the high kick.
Oh my goodness, clean in
That
like
was
the
shin to
face.
the chin. Amazing. I mean, of course he thought the fight was over. But he could have finished it right there.
Yes.
That could have been it.
Angle, please.
I mean, if he just jumped on him and
What the
just
fuck?
Some
punched
follow-up
him,
shots, it would have been
yeah.
over.
Credit to Almeida.
This is on
though.
Miocic and
On the
Gans.
replay.
Damn.
All right, guys, second round. Fights on.
Almeida is from
People
shoot to
getting
box. I mean,
slept
we
in that
can't-
cage.
You can't stress that enough. That is like.
I
one
wonder
of the
what
greatest
highlights
in
UFC refs think about
history
the most.
of mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
An original death camp. I mean, those guys were the destroyers in
Yes,
the
they
early
were.
days.
Tell you that much.
And he's gotten a lot of different looks, Almeida has. He's trained extensively in Thailand, has trained with Jimmy Gifford here in Vegas, did this entire training camp in his native Brazil.
The dude's used to being stunned, and he's been KO'd before.
tough.
He knows what the feeling's like. You got to
That's
take him
endure
out.
some of the
He's
nicest
not gonna
people
quit.
I've seen.
Beautiful low kick by
That was a
O'Malley.
beautiful low kick. Won't take many more of those before Almeida will be very limited in how.
My real IG, I don't leak, man. Fuck that. He said leak. Bro, that's the first person to ask you for your IG. Relax. Relax. Make it fast. These ain't acknowledged I subbed for 3 months.
He's setting up a spin.
I gifted you all 3 of those months, bucko.
He's setting up a spin.
Oops. Clean swept the back leg proper. Hit him with one, yeah.
Watch fingers.
Oh my goodness. Strong low kick by Almeida.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice entry there by O'Malley. 3.5 minutes to go here in round two.
You know that, money's taking a long time to transfer.
Almeida
from
has
PayPal.
landed some
To
punishing
PayPal.
shots
What's going
on the
on?
legs of O'Malley.
He's getting transferred by foot.
Oh, look at that beautiful side kick by O'Malley.
He's kicking both sides of his leg.
He's trying to wait for Almeida to put weight on his front foot, and then he jumps and tries to kick down into the top of the knee. It's a very damaging strike.
You see the mixing up of the strikes, a staple of Sean O'Malley's game, continuing to attack that lead leg of Almeida.
Sean O'Malley is constantly changing. That's why Almeida's struggling so mightily to get a beat on what he's doing. He's southpaw, he's conventional. The right hand's first, the left hand's first. It's very difficult to fight a guy like that, especially when you're a traditional type of Muay Thai striker like Thomas Almeida is.
Man, O'Malley's hands look fast tonight. Again, attacks the body effectively there.
Everything looks fast. I love how he mixes things up as well. Those front kicks to the body, right when you think that you're in a good distance, you're in a perfect place for him to kick you.
I'm trying to be good for people. Love is a great thing,
Exactly,
guys.
right? Is
Yeah.
that
Onyx,
actually
what's
right
good,
there in
bro?
a nutshell? Whenever you think you got him trapped,
Hit that
he
man
gives
with
you
a
some
swift
shoulder fakes, he
20.
gives you some
Hit that
movement,
man with
and
a
the next thing you know, he finds his escape route.
quick
Jump
20
right back
seconds.
in the center of the octagon. Not only does it limit you getting your strikes off, it also makes it very difficult to try to take him down.
Oh, Almeida landed a right hand there.
Yeah, looked like partially.
Please.
And there's that front kick again up the middle.
O'Malley's a big guy for this weight class too, so you see him throwing a lot of big, tall guy technique, right? From that side kick to the knees, from the jab outside, the spinning attacks. All these things allow for you to maintain distance as the taller athlete.
Yes.
And O'Malley has mastered those type of techniques.
And that long front kick as well.
Yep, that front kick up the middle, the side kick, the spinning kicks. That all keeps you at his range.
And one of the things that's more interesting about him is the diversity of his strikes. That you don't know what's coming.
He's a blocker.
And for a small guy that gets a lot of knockouts, you would think that he would just rely on the punches. He's a guy that has shown an ability to put a person out with a punch, but he isn't relying on it. He's very...
He's just a smart guy.
And he's got a whole training camp essentially catered to him, a tremendous kinship with his right-hand man, Tim Welsh, Brandon Harris on the strength and conditioning side, and of course, Augusto Mendez for his jiu-jitsu.
There was another hard kick, too.
Another
Two
kick
hard
there,
low
yep.
kicks.
That was a
one on the
beautiful
outside and one on the inside by Thomas Almeida.
Yes, beautiful kick by Thomas Almeida.
And it forced a little reset from Sean O'Malley. Under 30 seconds now to go in the round.
Yeah, these are punishing strikes. They're really taking a lot out of the legs of Sean O'Malley.
Almeida desperately trying to get inside here.
Hard shot by Thomas Almeida. Again, punishing that left leg.
Thomas, right here. All right, guys, third round. Fights on.
I mean, Sean O'Malley has a style that is so suited for him. And
Besides that, like, knockdown with the kick, I don't even know if he knocked him
over
down.
the course of the first 11 minutes of this fight.
It's mostly been O'Malley, like, peppering him with the leg kicks.
Ooh, strong low kick by O'Malley.
And it seems like that one has finally impacted the mobility
We're rangy.
of Almeida.
Joe, you notice what O'Malley's doing now, though, right? When he fights conventional and Almeida tries to throw an outside kick, he just slides out of range a little bit. He doesn't make big movements. He just takes a slight slide action right out of range. And then he
Left for
gives
dead 2 later? Left for dead?
made the adjustments he needs to avoid those happening to him again.
That was a nasty one. Almeida did not like that one. You could see he had to adjust his leg a couple of times to make sure his knee was okay. Woo!
There it is again, right? He lands his, and then before Almeida can throw the return one.
Alex, you're not even going to type in chat, bro? You just came in here tying him out and dip.
Almeida still moving reasonably well on that lead
Don't even say
wheel.
hi.
3.5 minutes in the fight.
Good spin to the body there by Sean. Oh, and then he went high again. He's pulling away with his head straight up in the air, though. Ooh, beautiful right hand. Almeida landed a left hook in that exchange, just kind of glancing. Good front kick to the body by Sean.
Beautiful. But Joe, you know, in the age of social media, right? You get a walk-off knockout,
Yes.
it goes viral.
Right.
But now Sean O'Malley's into the third round, thought that he had a walk-off knockout. I mean, the moment of just finishing Thomas Almeida would have been big enough for him. But now he seems to be on his way to a decision.
Yes. Nice knee to the body there by O'Malley.
So for as good as he's fought, that mistake still looms large. And hopefully, down the line, he learns from that and goes and tries to jump when he has his opponents that hurt.
Well, you know, it's a part of the evolution and learning. I mean, the kid's 12-1 right now.
Right.
And these are just some things that he has to sort out along the way.
And that would seem to me to kind of be a lean into the
Going
pessimistic, right? I mean, if you're
Yeah.
leaning positive, this is valuable experience for him.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of quick fights.
I'm going to tell you one thing, man. You don't want to have an extended night when you don't have to.
I'm just talking.
You know, so
Isn't that O'Malley so
it was an
skinny and so good
opportunity,
when I
but
saw
you
him
know
for the
what?
first time? I thought he was weak as
He was
fuck.
not deterred by the fight going longer, and
he
it
thought
is
being a
valuable.
sub made
And
you
he's
say.
been showing off a great improvement to his skill set. He looks better than he ever has. So
Why am I
You're
just
right.
getting all these chat messages? This, that, boxing shit, right?
Tell you, Thomas
YouTube
Almeida's
now, Brody.
been
Onyx,
very durable
nobody knows.
since
Onyx,
that
nah,
knockdown.
free
Yeah.
Noah.
I mean, it's very impressive because he's eaten some big shots since then and absorbed them all.
And there was a time when Thomas Almeida seemed to be one of those guys that had been in the wars.
No,
and the
Alfred
chin was
dead.
starting to fail him.
2 for me,
Since
though.
he's been back, he has shown
Oh.
that he's refreshed, man, and he
Damn.
can take a shot.
And how about the toughness? He eats that crippling right hand and immediately tries to get back into the fire. He's been outstruck unofficially 82-17 with about a minute to go.
Woo! O'Malley looks crisp. That front kick up the middle.
Oh, that left hand hurt him bad. He's doing it again.
And again, the hesitation. Oh! He gets another highlight for the real shot. O'Malley finishes Thomas Almeida.
Maybe he should have stopped it.
Oh my
because
goodness.
That would not have, he wouldn't have taken that punch.
Goodness.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
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 Joe, maybe he should have stopped it on the walk-off so that he didn't have to take that shot.
That was a rough
nasty.
one. That was a rough one.
That was a bomb.
That one maybe didn't have to take place, and we're going to get a better look at it. DC, talk us through this.
A lot of kicks by Sean O'Malley, very diverse with his attacks. Those outside leg kicks were beautiful.
Getting kicked in the low ankle.
High kick lands right on
The
the
ankle,
chin
ain't no lower
of Almeida.
ankle. That's the low leg.
Hurts him
The
bad.
ankle.
That
Oof.
front kick was invaluable tonight. O'Malley put on a fantastic performance. I mean, he had Almeida hurt on multiple occasions, but the toughness of Almeida allowed for him to keep fighting. Now watch here. As he enters, watch this little short left hand. Boom! Drops Almeida. O'Malley goes, okay, it's over. Ref's like, no, you got to keep fighting. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
And flattens him, Stevens him.
He was incapacitated
That's
at that point.
crazy.
He wasn't defending
Well,
himself.
he didn't even see
wasn't
that
moving.
last punch come.
Yeah, he was hurt.
I mean, Joe, he was so hurt that when O'Malley was like, okay, I guess I got to hit him again,
Yeah.
he walks up and throws the punch, and
Nose
Thomas
broken?
Almeida never even responded
He
or
didn't
reacted.
respond
No,
at all.
just
Yeah.
He was
swollen
done.
as fuck.
It's unfortunate.
To make it
Scores
official
though
here is Bruce
instead.
Buffer.
Ladies and
Undo
gentlemen,
bees.
referee Mark
Undo
Smith
what?
has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 52 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Sugar!
I look like Liam Neeson.